with how to solve for the number of discount points needed to bridge the gap between the bank rate and what the investors demand for yield. I'm going to go ahead and start off with a couple that are moderately difficult and one that's going to be as complicated as it can be. And once you get those, you're going to be completely fine on this topic. Let me give you one that's modestly complicated. I could ask you a question like this. The bank rate is 5 7/8%. In other words, the loan I want has a rate of 5 7/8%. The investor demands a yield of 6 1/8. Okay. So why is this one hard and why is this one simple? The reason that this one is difficult is because it goes from one whole number to another whole number. Okay? So it takes a little bit of remembering back from middle school about what to do in that case. The reason this is simple is it's already eighths, right? See if you remember this from middle school. How do we convert this to an improper fraction? I'm recommending that that's what you do. And here's the way you do that. To convert this number to an improper fraction, you multiply the bottom number, the denominator, times the whole number of 5, and then you add the numerator. 8 times 5 plus 7. What's 8 times 5? 40. Plus 7 is 47 eighths. Okay? Feeling good so far? Right? Let's do the same thing over here. 6 1/8. 8 times 6 is how much? 48 plus 1 is 49. While some of you may be fractionally challenged and you would not know the difference between 5 7/8 and 6 1/8, you know the difference between 47 and 49, don't you? What's the difference between 47 and 49? 2. Technically 2 eighths. And discount points are eighths, right? So how many discount points to get from here to here? 2. That wasn't too bad, was it? 2 discount points. And by the way, always think about this as well. What's the cost of those 2 discount points? 2%. There's 2 of them, so 2% of the loan. Thank you. Thank you very much. Of the loan amount. Perfect. Okay? Are you ready for a challenge? Yes. Are you ready for a challenge? I'm going to do this one for the camera, and then I'm going to turn it off and let you do one on your own. Okay? I just need to make sure at the end of this couple of minutes here that we are all on the same page on how to solve for discount points, because I honestly believe that you should get this one right on this LB exam, and you will. Okay? Let me erase what's on the board. That was modestly difficult in the scheme of things. This is as hard as it can be. This next one is as hard as it can be. The bank has quoted you a rate of, let's say, 6 1/2%. The investors demand a yield of 7 1/4%. And again, you're looking at it and you're probably thinking, gosh, that's going to take a lot of discount points. That's probably not realistic. It doesn't mean we can't test you on it, just because it's not realistic in today's market. Okay? Now, what makes this one more complicated? You're still going from one whole number to another whole number, right? But now look what's different. And neither one of them is a what? 8. Neither one of them is an 8. So the first thing that you're going to have to do on this problem is you're going to have to convert it to 8 if you do it my way. If you do it my way, it will only work if you convert it to eighths. So let me take you back to middle school again and remind you of this. When you are converting fractions, whatever you have to do to the bottom number to make it 8, do also to the top. So for example, 6 1/2, or let's just deal with a half right now. To make the bottom number 8, I need to multiply it by what? 4. So I also do the same to the top. So 6 1/2 becomes 6 4/8. Would you agree with that? Yes. Okay? 6 4/8. Let's do the same thing to the 7 1/4. Focusing on the quarter to start with, what do I have to do to the 4 to make it 8? Times 2. Do also to the top. So 7 1/4 becomes 7 and how many eighths?
2 eighths.
7 2/8. So now what we're looking at is the investor's demand 7 2/8, and the bank rate is 6 and what? 4/8. Now, are we at the same place on this problem that we were on the last problem?
Yes.
Okay? 8 times 6 is 48, plus 4 is 52. Am I correct?
Yes.
8 times 7 is 56, plus 2 is 58, technically 58 eighths. And although it's very difficult to automatically jump to the answer 6 1/2 to 7 1/4, it's very easy to understand that the difference between 52 and 58 is how much? 6. Is 6. 58 minus 52 is going to be 6. Therefore, 6 discount points. 6 eighths. 6 discount points. Okay? And that is the whole question, because you know my 2 follow-up questions. How many eighths did it take? 6. What was the cost of those? What is the cost of 6 discount points? 6% of the loan amount. You're there. You just got a math question right on the exam. That's right. Okay?